And you can't stop the rain. Can't stop the rain. When it starts to pour, can't stop the rain. Oh! Can't stop the rain.
Don't get tucked in, pussy. Bitch, I got money now.
Miracle food. It's an anti-inflammatory. It's vegan, gluten-free, 100% natural, fresh from nature, organic. Get your miracle food today. Get your miracle food today. Miracle food, suitable for all ages. It's the perfect Lantern reboot.
Vaccine's gonna end you by 225. Doctor console you, but of course there is another side. Niggas been plotting on your downfall, yes, your damn demise. But people like me just crazy and not the ones you idolize. So you know, listen. And now your lifestyle's kinda different. Praying that it normalize. Outsiders got you horrified. I'm just a pessimist with GMOs. Nothing to see here. Down the streets is where you can find them hoes. Or football games, you niggas lame as fuck. Still in the streets.
If you're looking to get promotion on the channel, please email patrock1982@gmail.com. All promotion for the rest of the year until January 1st, 2022 will be $35. I'm also doing collaborations and interviews with small channels, big channels. It doesn't matter what your channel content has to be. It doesn't even have to be about conspiracies. But if you want to work, please email patrock1982@gmail.com. And send all donations to my Cash App at $Dwayne McClain TV, only if you can afford to do it. I know I put up a poll the other day, and a lot of y'all said y'all are broke. God, please be with y'all pockets. What's the deal? It's the boy Dwayne McClain at Dwayne McClain TV, the #1 Illuminati exposer. I got the baby chains on, the fake earrings in, about to give y'all the news on who just got tucked in. That's right, Young Dolph left this world today. Really sad story, because Young Dolph been holding it down for the dark-skinned brothers for a minute, man. And he had 3 sons. I don't know if he had 3 sons. I just know he had some children. Baby mother, you know, of course, his family's gonna be well taken care of. At least I hope so. A lot of the time when these celebrities die, the labels eat up all the money. The relatives barely get to see any of the money. I know I read about DMX when he passed. They said that his family's only getting like 900, maybe 300,000 a piece between the 15 kids. That sounds like a lot. But if you don't have somebody there to guide you, like your father there to help you out, it kind of takes a lot away from the experience of having that much money, you know. Not to say they're going to be in anything negative, but that could be in the air, you know what I'm saying? So basically what it is, his father left these kids just to taken care of. And when these celebrities make these contracts, I know people, all the bloggers going to come out saying, is this a sacrifice and a sacrifice? And y'all already know what type of time I'm on. I already think this is a sacrifice, because we're going to talk about it in this video, a lot of different parts on why I think it is a sacrifice and why I think it is. But first, we always got to play devil's advocate. Of course, there's going to be people in the comments saying, well, he was in a lot of beef, man. He was in a lot of beef. Yo Gotti was beefing with him. Memphis is real out there in Memphis, man. And that's true. It is real out there in Memphis. And shouts out to Memphis. I got to go out there and try y'all Hattie B's and some of y'all other little chicken joints, you know what I'm saying? But back to the video, man. People saying it's real out there in Memphis, and I believe it is. So this could have been some gang violence type of situation. But it is way too many red flags on the play. Way too many red flags on the play for me. You know what I'm saying? As far as what it goes with Young Dolph, as far as what I mean by red flags is too many things point at it being with them boys. You know what I'm saying? The cultic stuff. And as a person who's been following this type of trend, well, this type of information for the amount of years that I have seen the pattern. You know, there's always them 369s involved. It's always around the time when they do something very occultic in one of their videos. There's always some type of Masonic or just occult symbolism in some way or form, fashion on their social media. So let's get into Young Dolph's death. This right here is an article that I found. I think this is on USA Today, one of them websites. And it says the shooting occurred in front of the renowned bakery, Makita's Cookies, Witnesses who documented the aftermath of the shooting on social media identified Young Dolph's car, a vehicle with a unique and distinguishable camouflage paint job. A person receiving calls at a phone number for APA agency, which lists Young Dolph on the agency page, declined to comment. Memphis police also declined to meet to confirm the identity of the shooting victim. Fox 13 reported attributed confirmation of the identity of the young rapper of the 3 unnamed law enforcement sources. All right, so basically what they're saying is he got shot in front of they said he's on the way to buy some cookies, man, Makita's cookies. Who know what he was going to that bakery to buy? But I noticed just a funny thing that I noticed, that throughout Young Dolph's career, he always rap about cookies. At least I know him rapping about Girl Scout cookies and stuff. So it's just crazy. I mean, I'm pretty sure it doesn't have anything to do with it. It's just something I think is just ironic. All right, so I also said that when these sacrificial celebrity murders happen, it always happens around the numbers 369. Either the date's going to add to the 36, their age. It's always going to be some 369, or they do it in double numbers, 1111, or they try to do 11, 22, or 33. But they like to do it around those numbers, all right? And this day happens to, all those numbers seem to add up. It's starting off with Young Dolph's age. He died at age 36. So if you do 3 plus 6, you get the 9, all right? 3, 6. 666, you know what I'm saying? If you get 3 of those 6s, all right? So, yeah, I got to pull out the calculator. I know y'all get tired. I hate math time. But if you're not up to date on what this stuff I'm talking about, just Google gematria, and you will learn that they do a lot of this stuff on certain days, certain times, a lot of stuff to go along with their rituals. So for the ritual, it calls for this age and this number at this time, okay? Now, if we look at today's date, November 17th, 11 times 17, you get 187. Just some key information. I thought that was just very interesting to point out and also to add to this video. I'm like, dang, 187, a murder. And of course, all the other different, words that equal out to 187 in gematria. I'm pretty sure some of y'all know in the comments. I think NBA YoungBoy name, he was at 187. I don't know. Don't correct me. If it is in the comments, put it in the comment section. But also, if you add today's date up, just add all the numbers out, it equals out to 15, okay? So 1 plus 5 is 6. Okay, and then if you do, add it up any other type of way, but 1 plus 5 is 6. You know what I'm saying? So that's what comes up with that. So now, like I said, I've been following this for years, and I always notice that they do stuff around the numbers 3, 6, and the artist would die at 18, they'll die at 21, the day they died on, it will equal out to 15. And if you go through my videos and watch a lot of my videos, you will notice that a lot of these numbers, the 3, 6, 9, the 15, the 6, the 11, all those numbers seem to start to pile up on you. You start seeing the pattern almost. And now just to catch you up to date on the 369, this is the dude, Nikola Tesla. He was one of the guys who broke the secret on the numbers 369 and their importance and their mathematical importance and all the other stuff. And like I said, you guys got to really look this stuff up on, on your own time. I can make a future video of this topic in the future, but as of right now, I'm just showing you this just to catch up on the ritualistic reasons on why they kill artists revolving around the numbers 3, 6, 9. Okay, so these numbers do have a lot of importance to them. Okay, but we'll talk about that on a later date. But first thing first, let's start breaking down if Young Dolph was down with them boys or not. And this is what's going to really put the icing on the cake on why I conclude that this is a sacrifice. All right, so first thing we have to look at is the star ring. If you're somebody new watching this, of course you're going to be thinking, oh, it's just a piece of jewelry. Understand this, that a lot of these artists all can't just be rocking the same jewelry. So we got 100 rappers all with the same star ring, and there's no way there's that many lame people who just say, we're all gonna wear the same stuff. It's just a piece of jewelry. They are letting you know that they are down with the occult. This is what they do. That star ring is for the pentagram. I know it sounds far-fetched. I know it sounds reach, but go watch my star ring video I just posted on my channel. There's a few videos down, and I'll put the link up here as well, where you can just watch it and I break down the star ring. And it actually says that in Wiccan behavior, or back in the Wiccan, belief system, they will wear jewelry, to pay homage to their deities. So they'll pretty much have a piece of jewelry on with something that they're, worshiping. All right, and that star ring is also for the Baphomet as well. All right, if you don't know what that is, go look that up. All right, we can't be talking about everything on this video. So let's move forward. The reason why more evidence concluding if Young Dolph was down with them boys or not. All right, so this right here is him and Key Glock, I think. And if you look at the shirt that Key Glock has on, that is the white and black checkerboard pattern that you will see in every Masonic lodge. And if you look at Young Dolph's, I think that's his left shirt, whatever's side of his shirt, you see an upside down triangle, okay? This picture was taken strategically. And some people will just say it's shapes. It's not just shapes, all right? You're not about to see this in this many different artists, like I said, I have over 200 artists all doing the same exact thing. That is mathematically impossible. You can't even get 200 employees at a job. With 10,000 employees, you can't even get 200 of them to even match up this many pictures of this many. It's clearly these people are throwing up symbols and that they are down with the occult. Right, so now looking at this right here, you see the red background. That's for the red room. You know, they be murdering, they be doing all types of wild stuff in the red room. You know what I'm saying? And this right here is another image of Young Dolph slowly throwing up the devil horns. Now, the devil horn hand sign is very important and very prominent, especially when exposing these artists. This is your first hand sign that you're going to be noticing when you start studying on which artists sold out and what's what in society. You're noticing everything, even politicians, everybody. They're letting you know they don't have your best interest at all. So Young Dolph was seen numerous of times throwing up this devil horn sign. This right here is just only a small percentage of the photos that I have. Now, this right here is wearing the leopard print clothing, which is basically beta sex kitten. You know, a lot of artists wear that. I don't want to even think Young Dolph was down with that, but who's to say what these guys do with the lengths when it comes to selling their soul and getting whatever the heck they want? All right, so this is another image of Young Dolph throwing up the famous sign, the vow of silence. Now, this is a sign that a lot of artists throw up, and it's just not by coincidence that over 100 artists all throw up this same symbol. You can't even find me 100 people in your regular day-to-day life throwing up this symbol. So what's the chances that there's 100 entertainers all across different genres, all from different across parts of the world, throwing up the vow of silence? It's mathematically impossible. Now, look at the dude to his right with the big forehead. Top 6 biggest foreheads in hip-hop is coming out this Friday on Dwayne McClain TV 2. Y'all subscribe to DMTV 2 to watch top 6 biggest foreheads in hip-hop. Yo Gotti will be there. But I'm showing Yo Gotti because Yo Gotti's down with them boys as well. You see him here throwing up a Masonic hand sign. Who did Young Dolph have beef with a lot? Yo Gotti. So what I'm saying is, if Yo Gotti is a member of the game, he's a person on the chessboard. You see him throwing up the Masonic symbolism, so he's in the game. He can be playing a character or a role, you know what I'm saying? And his role was to, hey, be the villain for Young Dolph, so when it's time for his time to go, he has a, an alibi. There's a reason for somebody to kill him. So it just won't like it's a hit or a murder. Same thing they did with FBG Duck. Those are professional hitmen that kill FBG Duck. The same way they did with Alpo. Those were professional hitmen that killed Alpo. These are professional hitmen going around killing these artists. These are not just regular dudes in the streets. No, these artists are getting shot way too accurately, at a very high alarming rate for just to be some regular old street beefs. All right, they are disguised as a street beef, but this is really, really a professional hit that has happened on these artists. So you see these multiple different stories of Young Dolph getting shot at 100 times. And even with him getting shot, when he was in Los Angeles, I'm pretty sure they knew where to hit him to where he wouldn't die. But they probably were trying to take him out around this time, because I think he was 33 around the time when this happened, if you just look at the ages, okay? Now, this is here he took a picture in front of the Lorraine Motel. This is the same motel that Martin Luther King died. When he took this picture, was he hinting at something that he would be giving up or sacrifice, for his people or something, just the same way as MLK was? Now, this is going to be the meat and potatoes of the video. This right here is the Paper Route Illuminati sign that he threw. This is the album that he dropped this year, the same year that he passed, and not too many months before he dropped this album. I think this came out in July, June. Don't get me the line, all right? Now, the main part I want you people to focus on with this is that he has a song called Talking to My Scale. And this is on the album, Paper Route Illuminati. And it says here, if I sacrifice myself, will I go to hell? That is, I think that's too ironic and too, in connection for it to be a coincidence or just to be something randomly talked about. So a couple months ago, you was talking about sacrificing yourself and going to hell. And then a couple months later, you die. You get killed in the shooting. It's almost as if he knew it was going to happen, or if he spoke it into existence. It could be that, But from what I've been studying, from what I learned, is that when these artists sell out, they get to pick. Do they sacrifice a family member? Can they sacrifice themselves? You can give up flesh. So that's why a lot of these guys end up getting shot or getting hurt or something happens to them. They can give up their flesh. You have a choice of what you want to give up. You can give up a friend, and they slowly, gradually build up to sacrifice a friend or a family member. After they get tired of getting shot themselves and realize, hey, if you don't give us a body, we're going to kill you. And once that part comes, that's when they give up a friend or something to somebody like that. So I pretty much think Young Dolph didn't want to give up anybody, so he gave up himself. You know, that's why he said in this song here, y'all see the lyrics, if I sacrifice myself. Now, y'all be calling people in this community cuckoos, you call us crazy, but we can't be crazy when we're going off what the artist says themselves. We're just not pulling stuff. I'm not pulling this out of thin air. Young Dolph said this, and he also dropped the album out with that occultic symbolism of it, all right? Now, this symbol has been seen a lot, especially around the time when celebrities die or right before they die. This symbol will be seen very clearly in some of the artists' work, okay? So, to help prove my argument, this is Heath Ledger. Now, this is the last movie that he played in before he died, all right? You see that on his forehead is the triangle, and you see with that eye, it's a whole lot of occultic symbolism on his forehead. In that same movie, he showed himself dying. He was getting hanged with those pyramids on his, with that pyramid and the all-seeing eye on his head. Okay, so we have an entertainer or an artist here. They are seen with the pyramid on their head. They do a lot of occultic stuff, and then they die not too shortly afterwards. Okay, so he recorded this first, and then the movie released after his death. But he already did this at first, and the images are out online before he even passed of these images. So you see the pyramid, then you see the artist die. And Heath Ledger was always down with them boys. For White Dude Wednesday, we're going to have to snipe out Heath Ledger. I'm kind of glad I thought of this, because I would have forgot about doing a video on him. And you see there's a checkerboard pattern in the video, in the movie. You look at the very front cover, checkerboard pattern. So Heath Ledger played in a very occultic movie and then passed not too long afterwards. Same way as Young Dolph did. And now we have another situation on where an artist, or an entertainer, celebrity, was they had an incident dealing with the all-seeing eye, and they died. All right, so Aaron Hernandez, he was a football player that played for he was a wide receiver that played for the New England Patriots, got arrested on a double murder or something like that, and right before he died, he kind of went crazy, and he drew they said he halfway drew the Illuminati all-seeing eye pyramid in his blood, so he halfway did it, and then he also wrote a bunch of different scriptures on the wall. So this is another situation where there's a celebrity and the all-seeing eye and a death all mixed in one. You know what I'm saying? So just like Young Dolph. And now let's look at this picture real quick. Let's go off topic for a second. I'm going to just show you how they do the numbers. And it's the same as that stuff that I was talking about with this one picture with Aaron Hernandez. Now, I've noticed this pre-recording. While I was recording, I noticed I picked up on it. Look at it right there. It says Aaron Hernandez drew Illuminati symbolism on prison cell wall with his blood before hanging himself. Now look right up under it. It says by Jennifer Smith for dailymail.com. Look at the time, 11:22. Well, the two numbers I told you they like to use, 369, 11, 22, and 33. And also look further to the right, you see 1444, 444. All right, there's another angelic number they like to use, and it's also the number that Jay-Z likes to use. It's the number that if you break down what the Do What Thou Wilt sang by Aleister Crowley, it actually breaks down to 444. If you do Lucifer or one of those numbers in gematria, that breaks down to 444. But not saying 444 is a bad number. We're just saying for what the occult uses it for. See, the occult, they like to take something that is peaceful and turn it negative. That's their entire job with everything. All their symbols, everything that they use once meant something positive, every last single one of them. But their job is to turn everything negative, no matter what. So the 444 number actually meant other things. The occult just associates it with something else. So that's why when you see in this picture all these numbers that match up like that, it's all for the occult, and they let you know this. Those weren't the exact times. Those are the ones they just put in there, and they did that for a reason. All right, so that actually helps my argument with the numbers dealing with Young Dolph at the beginning. Now, this is going to conclude the video, well, at least my thoughts on it. I'm going to try to do a live tonight about the Young Dolph passing. I'm going to be live on DMTV2. Y'all subscribe to DMTV2. Check out my second channel. So we're going to be uploading a lot more on in the future on DMTV2. We actually going to be uploading this on DMTV2 as well. But y'all, I really hate what happened to Young Dolph. You know what I'm saying? I'm all these artists dying and people getting shot. We make it seem like it's just really normal for this stuff to happen. We just really got to get our minds right, get ourselves together, and really start changing our frequency and how the way we think, and start thinking more of in a positive light, so we can tone this stuff down. Because it's going to take us to really stop this, us as a community. You know what I'm saying? So the prayers be with his family, his kids. You know. Y'all, let's try to make this world a better place. If y'all have any comments, anything you want to put in the comment section, anything you think I missed, anything you think I should have said, or anything you think I was wrong about, please leave it in the comment section. Like, comment, subscribe, share this. It's the boy Dwayne McClain at Dwayne McClain TV. Y'all copy our promotion. $35 sale for the rest of the year. Also reacting to videos. Just hit my email, patrock1982@gmail.com. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be safe. I'm out.